I ain't gonna start this off by normally saying I've seen this shit. Of course, you've seen this started.
Police and first responders rushing to an active scene at Florida State University's Tallahassee campus.
I heard the sirens, I saw the police going, I saw people running like crazy, and somebody yelled, "Get back in here."
You can see students with their hands above their heads, some of the hundreds fleeing the shooting. Police surrounding a building after they say an active shooter opened fire just after noon.
And I'm just saying active shooter, and you kind of just like panic a little bit in the moment.
Campus officials sending alerts urging students to shelter in place.
Some of my friends are still on campus in lockdown. They have the university on lockdown for a few hours now until they make sure everything's settled.
Much of the police activity near the student union in the center of campus, a busy area with restaurants and activities. Police setting up a wide perimeter with roadblocks.
The shooter is 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner, and he's the son of a Leon County Sheriff deputy. Our Deputy Eichner, has been with the Leon County Sheriff's Office for over 18 years. She has a tremendous job that she's done. Her service to this community has been exceptional. Unfortunately, her son had access to one of her weapons, and that was one of the weapons that was found at the scene. And we will continue that investigation into how that weapon was used and what other weapons perhaps he may have had access to. The alleged shooter was also a long-standing member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office Citizen Advisory or Youth Advisory Council. So he has been steeped in the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
Why are school shootings a uniquely American thing? And on top of that, why is the tactic that is used primarily by white males? That's a conversation that has to be had. I'm not calling every white male in America violent, but based off what we've seen in America over our history, the most violent individuals in America over the course of history are white men. And time after time after time after time after time, we keep seeing examples of white men be violent, and nobody says anything. We just had a situation where Carmelo Anthony had to defend himself from two young, angry white boys that was attacking. Now, granted, the loss of life in that situation is tragic, but we must understand that we had two white boys that tried to attack one black boy, and the black boy defended himself. Why though? Why do white men in America feel that they can just be aggressive, angry, and violent, but us black men got reputations being angry, violent, and mean? No matter how many examples we've seen in the past and currently, of white men being just angry and violent. The fuck? The Department of Justice, under the previous Trump administration, even said the biggest threat to the United States of America is domestic terrorism, aka angry white men. Most times a year, we have school shootings, and the perpetrator turns out to be white men. When the fuck are we going to really focus on this? It's not a Democrat thing. It's not a Republican thing. It's not an independent thing. It's an American thing. What the fuck is going on in America? I'm not going to say thoughts and prayers out to family and all those that have been affected, because that's just a cliche statement at this point. I'm a person that believes that I believe your actions before I believe your words. And we constantly hear after things like this, oh, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. But we never do better. Anytime legislation is put forth to try and address this stuff, a whole fucking narrative is painted. Oh, the Democrats are trying to take your guns. We can't let them take our guns. And and this is coming from a gun owner. I have plenty of guns, but everybody don't need to be a gun owner. And in America, we do have a problem with guns. We have a problem every day. There's somebody getting shot in America. And then at least once a quarter, we have some type of mass shooting perpetrated by a white man. This young man was the son of a police officer, a decorated police officer. So I'm not going to sit there and hear he had problems at home, he had mental health issues, and all the other shit that the media is trying to put out there. Because America has a problem, and America's problem is angry white men. And an angry white man always feels as if they can resort to violence or intimidation for some type of strong arm tactic to get their way. And that's the way America operates. And until we address that issue, we're going to keep seeing school shootings and angry white men trying to shoot shit up because that's their cheap tactic to deal with shit.